only think school is hard right now because you've been told that it's hard and you've seen evidence of people struggling that it's hard, but that's because they believe that it's hard. Don't take on nobody else's beliefs if it's not beneficial for you. I feel like I do have a lot of y'all that are in school and you are either wanting to manifest good grades or manifest a university acceptance letter. So let me just allow you a peace of mind with this video on manifesting both, okay? So we're going to start with good grades. When you are manifesting good grades, first of all, I wish I knew this when I was in school, okay? Because I hated school and I just hated doing work and all of that stuff. So I wish that I knew this information then, but I am very glad that if you are in school and you are learning this, it is a game changer and such an eye opener for you. And I'm really happy that you all get to experience this type of reality while you're in school. It's very easy to go to school and be influenced by the people around you, right? You can hear people saying how hard a class is, teachers, professors, parents, people who have already graduated and went through the same program. People are always, saying how hard school is, especially like nursing school. I feel like nursing or to be a doctor or a lawyer with the bar exam, like you always hear how hard those things are. And they're just like, it is so difficult, it's so stressful, it's so hard. But what we know about life, what we know about reality is those are just assumptions. Those are assumptions. And it's a belief that was created by somebody's assumptions. And it can become universal. And so many people can accept that as their truth. So then it seems like that is the only way. But what about for the people who don't believe that school is hard? What about for the people who believe that they just get good grades? Like, school is so easy for me and I always pass tests. Like, it's actually not as hard as people think. It becomes easy for them, and it's absolutely easy for them because that's what they believe about themselves. That's the version of reality that they have experienced, that they have manifested for themselves. So if you're manifesting good grades, if you want to be a straight A student, then you just need to assume that version of yourself. Manifesting good grades, manifesting an acceptance letter is no different than anything else that you want to manifest, because manifesting is what? Deciding on what you want to experience. You're just deciding, and you decide through declaring a statement one time, or you decide by continuing to tell yourself this story. As long as you decide something is true for you and you are consistent in the thought, then that's what it's going to be. So, let's say you're in school and you want to have good grades. I want you to start telling yourself, I always get good grades. I always get good grades. Like, I pass every test, I pass every project, I pass every exam. Like, I'm a straight A student. It's so easy for me to be a straight A student. That's all you have to do. And you have to block out the negativity that is around you. If you have people complaining about their grades, if you have friends that are failing, if you have even yourself failed previously, right? Or haven't got the best grades that you were expecting to get, that's okay, because you were unconscious to the fact that you can have control over the grades that you get as well. All you have to do is change what you think and speak about yourself. So now, from this point moving forward, you're a straight A student. You always get good grades. It's so easy for you to pass all your tests, all your homework, all your quizzes. Like, you're a straight A student. You're top scoring. How do you think the valedictorian gets to be the valedictorian? Because they believe that they're the valedictorian. They believe that they have this 4.0 GPA. They believe that they're the top of their class. And they either had somebody telling them this or they told it to themselves. Not everybody just off the rip has a not so good self concept about themselves. There are people in the world who just naturally have a good self concept because of people around them or whatever. Their parents may have been more positive and then they instilled these positive thoughts into their kids, and then the kids have positive thoughts. Like, that's a possibility. And even if that wasn't your experience, you can change it because you have control of everything. It's your perspective, it's your reality. So don't get triggered, don't get upset if you didn't score the score that you wanted to get on a test. You didn't get the grade that you wanted to get. That doesn't mean that, you are a failing student and you're never going to pass. No. And I've even had, I have someone in my membership. and they were able to revise their grade, right? They remember a grade being put in, but they said that they passed. Nope, they passed. They passed. I passed. And guess what? That grade that was put in the system was a passing grade. So even if you have scored something that wasn't the best, you could tell yourself, oh, that was a mistake. They gave me the wrong grade. I actually passed. I actually passed that test. The professor reached out to me and let me know that I actually passed that test. That it was their mistake, because it's whatever you believe. It's whatever you persist in. It's whatever you tell yourself is true. That's what is true for you. So not only can you manifest always being a straight A student, having good grades, getting good grades, passing all the time, you can also revise things that have happened. You can revise that you got a good grade. You can revise that you passed an exam. You can revise that you got accepted into the university that you want to get accepted into. Like, the past is only real because we believe that it's real, because we've been taught that time is linear from point A to point B to C and all the way down. But that's not how it goes. There are infinite versions of you, so there are infinite versions of reality that you can experience, and you get to choose which one you experience through your thoughts and imagination. So, if you are currently experiencing the reality where you didn't pass a test, you select the reality where you did pass the test, and you let go of the belief that life is logical, that the past is real, and you didn't pass the test previously, so that's just what it is. No, your thoughts, right, that are attached to this past event creates emotions, and because you emotionally have an attachment to it, you believe that it's real. You keep it as your truth. But you could change that at any given moment. So select the reality, select the version of you who actually passed the test. And all you have to do is tell yourself that and don't contradict it. And you don't have to worry. You don't have to go look and search and find, because anything that you manifest is always going to find you. You don't have to go look for it. You don't have to take any action for it unless you feel the need to take inspired action. You have to do nothing. Like, it's so easy, right? And tell yourself how easy it is. It's easy for me to make good grades. It's easy for me to pass tests. School is so easy for me, because the moment you decide that it's easy, it's easy. The moment you decide it's hard, it's hard. You only think that stuff is hard right now. You only think school is hard right now because you've been told that it's hard, and you've seen evidence of people struggling that it's hard, but that's because they believe that it's hard. Don't take on nobody else's beliefs if it's not beneficial for you. So, from there, if you want to get an acceptance letter, right? If you are applying to different universities and you have one that you really want to get accepted to, just tell yourself you got accepted. I got accepted. I'm more than qualified for this school. I'm more than qualified to be a student at this school. I got my acceptance letter. I got my acceptance letter so fast. That's all you have to do. It's so easy. Tell yourself again how easy it is. I got accepted. It was so easy for me to get accepted. It was so easy for me to get accepted to the university of my dreams. I am a student at this university. I am now enrolled at this university, right? As long as you assume the version of you that has it, you will have it. Because remember, if you fill out the form, the application, and you apply to this university that you want to go to, you're going to persist in the unseen anyway. You're going to have faith in something anyway. You're either going to have faith in the fact that you're not going to get accepted, or you're going to have faith in you're going to get accepted. You can't see either one. You don't have proof of either one. So why not have faith in the one that you want? Because whichever one you have faith in and whichever one you are consistent in, that's the one that's going to play out in your reality. You can't see either one. We're always persisting in the unseen anyway. So if that's the case, persist in what you want instead of what you don't want. And it doesn't matter, even if you're dealing with circumstances, you didn't score a high enough grade or you're not qualified. You're just telling yourself a story. Okay? No rules are legit. No rules apply. No regulations apply. There are so many stories where there are things that you can't do this if you don't meet these requirements. And there's always somebody that makes it through the barrier of these requirements because of the belief that they had for themselves. And remember, you don't have to believe something for it to manifest. You don't have to believe it. How do you believe something you've never experienced? You just persist. You consistently think as the person who has it or is going to have it. And once you experience it, it becomes a belief, right? Because now you see it, now you believe it. That's really how that see it to believe it works, okay? When you think something and you keep thinking it and you keep thinking it and then you see it happen in your reality, then you believe it, then you actually build your confidence in who you are, that you really do create your reality, and you continue to move forward in that way. Things get easier for you. You have less resistance, and resistance, in my opinion, is just you thinking that something isn't possible for you. You just think that it's not possible, okay? Anything is possible. So with grades or a university acceptance letter, just make it easy for yourself, okay? Start talking to yourself now. Even if you're studying, right, and you don't want to study for a test, all right? Do what you feel like you need to do, but outside of that, tell yourself, I studied enough. I studied enough. I'm so confident that I'm going to pass this test. Like, I know I'm going to score good. I know I'm going to get all the answers right. Just be mindful of how you speak to yourself. Okay? Be mindful. Be mindful. And when you have people around you that are stating the opposite of what you want and they're being negative, don't allow it to affect you. I love when people are in front of me and they are being limited and they are saying limitations. In my mind, I affirm what's true for me. Like, cool if that's what you want to decide for you, but in my mind, I'm affirming what's true for me. So I'm not affected by whatever you're saying because no, that's your reality, not mine. This is my truth. And as long as you stick to your truth, you're going to experience it, okay? So if you have any questions or comments for me, please leave them down below. If you would like guidance or assistance with your manifestations, I do offer phone and email coaching. The link is in the description. If you are interested in joining my YouTube membership, I have the Creator Circle and group coaching. Group coaching offers everything that Creator Circle has, but you also get one-on-one coaching. You get weekly live streams and videos made to your submissions. If you don't have YouTube membership in your country, I also have it on Patreon as well. If you watch this video until the end, I appreciate you so much, and I will see y'all in the next video.